What is the lowest point of a man's life? Is it being homeless? Is it having $0 in the bank? For Sylvester Stallone, rock bottom had a specific date and a specific price. It was the day he stood outside a liquor store, weeping, and sold his best friend his dog. But kiss for $25. He didn't want to do it. But he hadn't eaten in days. He had no money for dog food. He sold his dog so the dog wouldn't starve. He walked away with $25 in his pocket and a broken heart, thinking his life was over. But exactly 1 year later, that same homeless man was nominated for Best Actor at the Oscars, standing next to legends. How did he go from selling his dog for food to becoming the biggest star in Hollywood? This is the story of the man who refused to sell his dream. Stallone's struggle began the moment he was born. During his birth, complications forced doctors to use metal forceps. They accidentally severed a nerve in his face. The result? The lower left side of his face was paralyzed. His lip drooped. His speech was slurred. As a child, he wasn't the action hero. He was the victim. Kids bullied him. Teachers told him he had no brain. He wanted to be an actor. He went to New York. But casting agents were brutal. They told him, "You look stupid. You talk funny. You will never make it." By 1975, he was 29 years old. He had been rejected over 1,500 times. He was sleeping in the New York Port Authority bus station because he couldn't pay rent. Then came the turning point. March 24, 1975. Stallone watched a boxing match between the legendary Muhammad Ali and a nobody named Chuck Wepner. Everyone expected Ali to kill him, but Wepner didn't fall. He kept getting up. He went 15 rounds with the champ. Stallone saw that fight and saw himself. The underdog who refuses to stay down. He went home. He sat in his tiny, cold apartment before he was evicted. He started writing. He wrote for 20 straight hours. In just 3 days, he finished a script. He called it Rocky. He took the script to producers. They loved it. They said, "This is amazing. We want to buy it." They offered him $125,000. Imagine that. He was broke. He had a pregnant wife. He had sold his dog. But Stallone had one condition. "I play Rocky." The producers laughed. "No. You look weird. You talk funny. We want a star, like Robert Redford." They raised the offer. $250,000. Stallone said, "No." They raised it again. $360,000. That is equivalent to $2 million today. Stallone had $106 in his bank account. He was starving. But he knew that if he sold the script without himself, he would regret it for the rest of his life. He said, "Take the script with me, or don't take it at all." Finally, the producers gave up. They agreed to let him play Rocky, but they slashed the budget to $1 million, and they paid him only $35. Zero for the script and acting combined. He lost $325,000, but he kept his dream. The movie was made. It became the highest-grossing film of 1976. It won the Oscar for Best Picture. Sylvester Stallone was now a millionaire. But he had one piece of unfinished business. As soon as he got his paycheck, he went back to that liquor store. He waited 4 days until he saw the man he sold his dog to. He begged for the dog back. The man refused. Stallone offered $100. The man said no. Stallone offered $1,000. The man said no. Stallone didn't leave until he paid $15. Some say $3,000 plus a part in the movie to get his dog back. But to him, Kiss was worth every penny. Today, Stallone is a legend. But he is a legend not because he is strong, but because he was stubborn. He bet on himself when the world told him he was worth nothing. Sometimes, you are the only person who sees your value, and that is enough. If this story inspired you, hit subscribe. And remember, it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. See you in the next video.